is definitely within my family. Like, we're not supposed to reach out to other people. We're supposed to figure things out on ourselves. And when I first got to Oswego, there were a lot of things as a student, especially coming from a different area, that I did not understand, I did not know, and I did not know how to reach out for help. And that stuck with me until I finally got comfortable being uncomfortable, and I put myself in those positions and finally learned how to actually ask for help. So that is definitely one for sure.
So in my family, we don't talk about generational curses. We talk about generational blessings.
Okay.
And one of the things that I can say I will take with me everywhere I go is the work ethic. And I 100% have gotten that from my parents.
Okay.
You know, I too fall into this trap of needing to feel like I have to do everything on my own. I have to showcase myself. I have to show that I am capable of doing all of these things, because if not, then we tend to fall into that sort of imposter syndrome pattern.
Yeah.
Where if we have to ask for help, that means that we're lesser than, that we're not capable. But growing up, one of the best things, and I actually have this in my dissertation dedication to my parents, is in Spanish we have a phrase that says, hay una diferencia en tener educación y ser educado.
Oh, that's right.
So loosely translated, that means that there is a difference between having education and being educated. You can have 17 million degrees and still not have any form of knowledge attainment. So my parents came here with not the type of formal education that one would expect, but they are by far some of the smartest people that I have ever met in my entire life. They've taught me the importance of valuing yourself, of humbling yourself, being humble but not being humbled, having pride but not being prideful. And because of that, I am 100% able to say that I've been able to get to where I've gotten, but I haven't gotten there alone. Because I always tell people, and if my dad ever sees this, I'm sorry. He's very short.
Yeah.
But
I think I heard this story before.
He's very short, but I've always said that I've gotten here because I've been lucky enough to stand on the shoulders of giants. Because for me, they are. They taught me a lot about being myself and imparting that onto other students. So everything that my family has taught me, I don't treat my students any differently. And I hope that if any student that comes through my door, that's come through my classroom, that comes to any of the programs that we've done, can say is, I saw myself in this person and they saw me.
I like that. That's fire. So far our conversation's been great. I'm enjoying it, but there's still a lot to come. So before we get to our final questions, let's take a short break and we'll be right back with some more questions. Good topic.
The awkward stare off was bad.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
Welcome back to the bigger picture. Let's just jump right back into the questions here. So, Carmi, Dr. Duran, what kind of support resources does the Latino Student Union provide to its members and the broader Latino community here at Oswego?
Well, for one, we have our office hours. So on campus in the Point, we have an office. So all of our members on our executive board are delegated to certain hours. So if our committee wants to come and speak with us, if they have any questions, if they just want to talk, get to know us, our door is always open for them. Also, we just came back from Fulton after doing an outreach program through different organizations that reached out to us to help out with the Latino community over there in Fulton. So we do things like that. Previously in our past e-boards, we actually used to read out to children in the library within the community. So those are a few things that we've been able to do.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So my next question, we're gonna go deep again. But can you guys share any personal experiences or stories that highlight the impact of what the Latino Student Union does on this campus or can do to an individual here on campus? Take your time, you guys good.
I think yesterday's program is a prime example of that. So yesterday was Our Table Talk, and it's essentially based off of the TV show Red Table Talk by Jada Pinkett and her family, where we get the room set around and we kind of do seminar style, and our director of programming comes up with questions, controversies, different things that we want to talk about. And for this program, we tried to incorporate a lot what it's like being a POC in this campus. So for example, one of our questions was, what's one challenge we faced? And it was very warming to see after one person raised their hand, 6 other people on the line had something they wanted to say about how they felt underrepresented on this campus, how they were challenged, or something that they felt they just wanted to get off of their chest. So something like that is very moving to me, at least.
Yeah, sitting in on some of the programs has really helped me understand students better, understand their experiences here on campus, because of the fact that we're looking at a disproportionality in terms of how students are represented on the campus, which then gets reflected in how students see themselves in faculty. Being able to better understand the types of experiences that students go through, not just in class, but with each other, what their anxieties are, what they're worried about, understanding how their experiences also help inform their academic experience, and being able to provide a little bit more nuance into how that actually occurs.
Okay, cool. So, like we mentioned earlier, the Latino Student Union is just one of other organizations here that represent all the multicultural organizations Oswego has to offer. So what does a normal collaboration look like with the other organizations, or what does a collaboration look like with the local community? So that could be like any community service events or protests or rallies or whatever that may be.
Well, we have a few. So as far as programs and collaborations with different organizations, right now actually, we have a program collaboration with the Caribbean Student Association, and our program is called The American Dream, and it's essentially about how second-generation children from the Caribbean and from Latin American countries that come over here feel kind of disconnected to their roots and may be seen as less than almost to our older generations because the struggles they went through in the places that we haven't been able to face. So sometimes we're looked at a little less than, and just opening up on how we feel about that. So even though they're the Caribbean Student Association and we're the Latino Student Union, there's still ways we intersect, and we both understand each other and our differences and our similarities and how we're all fighting with the same message, essentially.
Okay, cool. All right, so my next question here, this is a little running joke we have here on the bigger picture. But let's just say you're going out to dinner, right? And you have the choice to go to dinner with any Hispanic historical figure, celebrity, movie star, whatever you think, you name it, you could go to dinner with them. Who would that person be, and what do you think your conversation with them would be like?
You got yours?
Yeah.
Go.
Elizabeth Acevedo.
Why Elizabeth?
Elizabeth Acevedo is one of the most prolific Afro-Latina authors of our time. She has this ability to be able to show our stories in such a nuanced way that showcases all of the beautiful shades, colors, experiences. One of my favorite books, it's a recent book of hers, it's called Clap When You Land. And it's because of this running joke that we clap for everything.
Oh, yeah.
But
We do.
yeah, like when you get on the plane and you clap when the plane
Yeah,
lands.
especially when you go to DR.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I still do it.
Yeah.
People make fun of me because of that. Because and my friends will tell me I'm not sitting next to you if you're going to clap when the
Yeah.
plane lands. But I'm going to do it because, we made it safely.
Safe and sound.
We've touched down. We're
God
there
bless.
to enjoy ourselves. But it's also about celebrating when you've landed, when you've actually made it. And Elizabeth Acevedo, if you're listening, I'm available.
Okay, wait, where are you guys going to eat at? That's the good question.
Oh, you mean like here in Oswego?
Oh, no, anywhere you want. Like, where would you like to go for a dinner with her? Like, you want steak?
No,
pasta?
No, I want to go to a mom and pop stand that is owned by like a small restaurant over in Bonao, because that's where I'm from.
Oh, you went
In
specific.
DR,
I like
yep.
that.
Right, so there's actually, when we go to the river in DR, in Dominican Republic, we take all of our food with us. So in an ideal world, my grandmother would still be here with us. She would make us lunch, and then me and Elizabeth would take a very academic stroll down El Rio Masipedro in Bonao. I have played this out in my mind.
Yeah. Okay, so Carmen, who would be your person, and where would you guys go to eat?
I think my person would be Bad Bunny.
Hey, I agree.
First, I would
would
ask
join.
him why he cuts hair, and then I love it. Let's start there. Second, I think I would want to go to Hibachi. I think me and Bad Bunny would have fun on like a little hibachi dinner date. Because I have a lot of things to say to him. I love his music. I love what he does. I love his messages. Like, Bad Bunny, if you're watching this, hibachi.
Oh my God.
Hibachi.
So, as we always wrap up the bigger picture, we always like to leave one lasting question to all our viewers, which is, what message or advice would you give to other students interested in starting or joining a similar organization on their campus? Or what advice would you give any students in general who are maybe scared or nervous to do something like what you guys are doing?
My friend recently told me of something she believes in, which is if you're going to do it and you're scared, go and do it scared. So if you're scared to get involved, if you're scared to talk to someone, if you're scared to start an organization, go do it. Do it scared. Do it with your heart pounding out your chest, but you're going to do it. And one thing I firmly believe in and like to tell myself is get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because you will not grow in your safe zone. So yeah.
Cool. Dr. D?
I would say if you want to start that student organization, 100% go for it. And also find a faculty advisor that you know is going to 100% support you, the organization, and the organization's mission, because ultimately, at some point, that will make a difference.
I agree, and I don't mean to add on here, but from my experiences being a part of the Latino Student Union, my big thing that I always told people who came to programs is make this your home away from home, because it's the one place where you're gonna realize you laughed the most, you cried the most, you got into some great discussions with. It's literally your home away from home. So I don't mean to love on the LSU train, but I love this organization. And one more question, because I totally forgot. Latin Heritage Month just passed. We're almost done. It's about to end.
Yes, we are.
We're still here.
We're still here.
October
Until the
15th.
15th.
October
Till the
15th.
15th.
So, if you can, what is one word that you want to, you think describes Latin Heritage Month?
Beautiful.
Beautiful? And one sentence, why?
Because it's celebrating all the differences in our cultures. Like, some people we're Latin, Hispanic. It's everyone. It's not just about one culture. It's not one country. It's a month for all of us.
Dr. D, we got a little bit of time left, but your one word?
Interconnectedness.
Because?
Because like Carmides already said, we are all one nation. And when it comes to being Latino, there are so many different aspects that go into that we have to celebrate all of it.
I agree. And just like that, the bigger picture. Thank you guys all for tuning in to tonight's episode. We would like to thank Dr. Duran and Carmides for joining us, representing the Latino Student Union. Tonight was a great episode, and stay tuned for the rest of the semester as we're just going to be dropping banger after banger. Don't forget to view things through the bigger picture. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, see how SUNY Oswego's instructor boot camps are training the next generation of teachers.
And it's not too late to get your flu and COVID shots. Learn how you can schedule an appointment with the Oswego County Health Clinic.
Plus, you may be eligible to win a scholarship through some Nevian-sponsored competitions.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Casey DeSalle.
And I'm Gabriella Gatella.
SUNY Oswego's globally acclaimed digital publication, Somnivian, has open entries for the worldwide 2023-2024 Somnivian Awards and the more local second annual New Writers Award. The publication has announced the esteemed judges who will recognize 5 of Central New York's most skilled young writers. Poet Major Jackson and Gitch Jen will also pick one of the 5 writers to receive a $1,000 scholarship.
While the competition is open to entries from writers of all ages, the scholarship competition is only considering writers in these local regions. In addition to the scholarship, the winner will earn a $100 gift certificate and will have their work published in the magazine. The 5 finalists will also receive mentorship sessions from an award-winning author and will have their work read at a spring event on SUNY Oswego's campus. The deadline for entry is December 15th. To learn more, visit the link below.
Compass Federal Credit Union is partnering with Oswego County Opportunities and Human Concerns Incorporation to kick off the holiday season with a toy and food drive. All new and unwrapped toys that are donated to Compass FCU locations will be distributed to families in need in Oswego County. Those who have toys to donate can be dropped off to the credit union's offices in Oswego and Fulton. A final collection will take place on December 15th.
The holidays can be an especially hard time for those who are experiencing food insecurity. The Oswego County Health Department partners with the Food Bank of Central New York to host multiple mobile food pantries around the county in December. Anyone in need of food assistance can attend a mobile food pantry to receive a free box of food. There are no income requirements for recipients, although boxes are limited to 1 per household. For more information, call the Food Bank of Central New York at 315-437-1899.
With the announced retirement of 2 local prestigious urologists and the increasing demand for urological care, Upstate Urology and Oswego Health have teamed up to provide access to the community. Oswego Health welcomes Isle Cord, a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Urology at SUNY Upstate Medical University. Cord will join more than 270 providers representing multiple specialty services at the new Upstate Urology at Oswego Health.
December is here, but it's not too late to get your flu vaccine. The Oswego County Health Department continues its flu and COVID-19 vaccination clinics every Monday and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. Appointments are required and can be made by calling the Oswego County Health Department at 315-349-3547.
The Oswego County Department of Mobility Management, Pathfinder Bank in Oswego, and Community Bank in Pulaski are joining forces to brighten the holidays for our senior communities. On December 9th and 16th, residents of St. Luke, Simeon DeWitt, and Selkirk Landing apartments will be treated to free bus transportation to Lights on the Lake in Liverpool. Both buses are limited to 32 passengers, and residents can sign up in their building lobby.
It's the last week of classes here, and it's looking very cloudy and snowy so far. Will that continue into the week?
Let's take a first look at your forecast with Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Bedron.
Yes, the clouds and the snow will be sticking around. Earlier today, we had some slight flurries and some grapple. And as we went through the afternoon into the nighttime hours, we also saw some sleet. Looking across the state, we're seeing a mix of everything. Up here in the high hills, we are seeing some flurries. And as we go towards western New York, we are seeing some rain. And downstate, we also are seeing some clouds. And as we go throughout the night until tomorrow, you may want to know, do I need to scrape off my cars that have to school and work tomorrow? And you want to build in about 1 to 2 minutes extra for any frost or snow that is accumulated on your car, because we are expecting about maybe a coating to an inch of snow as we go throughout the night and into tomorrow morning. And I'll borrow my forecast coming up after the break, but first, back to the desk.
Evan, thank you. December 5th kicks off SUNY Oswego's 2nd Instructor Boot Camp. The program trains professionals from high-demand career fields, such as construction and healthcare, to become instructors in regional high schools, community colleges, and apprenticeship programs to help train the next generation of workers. SUNY Oswego says it is thrilled to lead this regional initiative that helps drive workforce innovation and upward mobility in our region. 4 more instructor boot camps are to come this year, with the next one starting in March. For more information, visit www.oswego.edu.
Fulton's Christmas tree lighting ceremony was a great success and had its biggest turnout ever. Entertainment like music, food, and horse-drawn carriage rides brought the citizens of Fulton together to celebrate. Added to this year's tree lighting was a parade of lights and a spectacular fireworks show. And congratulations to Joe Mason Smith, the city of Fulton's first community luminary and lighting tree.
Governor Kathy Hochul announced today that a project to transform the Ogdensburg International Airport into a regional transportation hub is now underway. The project will expand the check-in, ticketing, and baggage drop-off areas, in addition to other amenities that will enhance passenger experience. The work on the Ogdensburg Airport is expected to be completed by spring of 2025.
Still ahead tonight, why some air controllers say a deadly crash is inevitable in the U.S.
Plus, New York State minimum wage is rising soon.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast
Look
news.
at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm Storm Team 10 Chief Meteorologist Evan Biedron. You got to look at our Scrapecast. 1 to 2 minutes extras. What do you want to spend on your way to school and work tomorrow? Because we are expecting some morning flurries sticking around our area. And let's look through your AM commute. Those flurries will generally be before 8 a.m. Anytime after 8 a.m., you won't experience any snow showers unless you go into high hills towards the Tug Hill and Adirondacks. And as looking at your PM commute, 2 to 4 p.m., you generally should be fine. But after 6 p.m., then we can expect some more late PM snow showers to return to our area, sticking around into tomorrow. And looking at our temperature outlook, while there may be snow tomorrow, our temperatures will be rising as we go throughout the week. Into the weekend, New York overall is mainly going to be rising. Much of the Northeast overall is going to be rising as well. So those snow showers will be going away, but we are going to see some rain showers again return to our area. But at least it won't be as cold as we've been experiencing. And looking at our surface map, we can see that low pressure up here, just north of New York. That's going to be causing much of our unsettled conditions as we go throughout the rest of your week. And as we go throughout tomorrow into Wednesday, those low pressures will start moving out into the Atlantic. And over here, this is our low pressure, which will be bringing us a lot of unsettled weather as we go throughout the rest of your week into the weekend, late weekend, towards Sunday. This high pressure, which will be giving us a lot of our warmer, calmer conditions as we go throughout Wednesday into Thursday. Those will be centered around southern Canada and the Ontario region. And this will provide a lot of warmer temperatures, which is why we expected an uptick in those temperatures as we saw in the previous graph. And as we go throughout the rest of your week into Friday, we will see this low pressure all over here about just above the Midwest United States, and that will generally stick more north, but that warm front right here, this will be bringing us a lot of those warmer temperatures and rain as we go into your weekend, with this high pressure still situated above northern New York, providing a lot of calmer conditions, again, as you go throughout the rest of your week. And as you go through your 7-day forecast, Tuesday, Wednesday, 36 and 33 degrees. Wednesday will be very cold, so I recommend bringing coats out, especially heavier winter coats if you're going off to school and work early in the morning or late at night. Chance of snow on Wednesday, and as we go through Thursday, those snow showers will start transitioning over into rain as those temperatures start to increase. And as we go through Friday and Saturday, as you go closer to your weekend, 47 to 51 degrees, we will be finally reaching over 50 degrees for the first time since meteorological winter hit. And as we go throughout the rest of the weekend to Sunday, again, those rain showers and snow showers will start returning. And as you go throughout the rest of the weekend until Monday, a high pressure will start dominating much of the Northeast and New York State as you go throughout early next week. So those cloudy conditions will return, but those colder temperatures will be staying away. That is all for my forecast. Now back to the desk.
Thank you, Evan. Minimum wage in New York State is set to increase on January 1st. The State Labor Department says the wage will increase to $16 an hour in all areas, south of Westchester County, and wages will increase to $15 an hour in all other areas of the state. The minimum wage in New York has increased exponentially, with minimum wage only being$7.25 an hour a decade ago. The wage will have increased over 120% in upstate New York once the latest set of increases are put in place.
Oswego Mayor Billy Barlow recently announced that the Oswego Police Department will now have a mental health clinician as part of its police force. Barlow says embedding a mental health clinician within the department will help address mental health and substance use disorders in the county. This initiative was given a green light after securing funding from the Richard S. Shinneman Foundation and Senator Mannion's office. In the past 3 years, police in Oswego have observed an increase in the number of mental health-related calls.
The families of the victims in the Dollar General store shooting in Jacksonville, Florida, have filed a wrongful death lawsuit. 21-year-old Ryan Palmeter, who is white, opened fire there in August, killing 3 black people before killing himself. He had a swastika emblazoned assault-style rifle and left behind racist writings. The suit names Palmeter's parents, Dollar General, and Interface Security Systems of negligence. The suit also alleges Palmeter's parents knew he struggled with mental illness and was obsessed with guns and violence, yet failed to protect the public from him.
A new report by the New York Times says there are, quote, glaring vulnerabilities in the nation's aviation safety system. The paper highlights several incidents where staffing shortages and working conditions have stretched air traffic controllers to the limit, both physically and mentally.
Federal officials say they know that air traffic controllers are under immense strain, but it could take years to fully address the factors behind it. Laura Aguirre has more on the report in which some controllers told the Times that, quote, a deadly crash is inevitable.
When we look at air traffic control equipment, we're using aging equipment, paper strips. We don't have ground radars at most of our facilities.
But it's not just an aging infrastructure putting air travelers in potentially grave danger. A blistering New York Times report says controllers are being pushed to the brink. Using open records requests, the Times found reports of some controllers admitting to being drunk, smoking marijuana, or experiencing violence on the job. In some cases, even sleeping during a shift. The National Air Traffic Controllers Association tells CNN controllers are overworked and understaffed.
The shortage is a big problem. And if you look at how long it takes to get a certified air traffic controller from the academy to certified in their facility, could take 2 to 3 years.
My initial focus has been on how to make these numbers go up quickly without lowering standards.
The National Airspace Systems Safety Review Team points out that the current federal hiring plan, when factoring in retirements and other attrition, brings on fewer than 200 new controllers by 2032. Some relief could come from the FAA's Collegiate Training Initiative, which fast-tracks getting controllers into control towers using select colleges and universities.
Get new people into the facilities, get them certified. It's going to take, 2 to 3 years, but we'll be caught up and we'll start to actually see more than 6 controllers a year increase.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Israel is expanding its war in Gaza, warning that its ground operations against Hamas now extend to all parts of the densely populated Strip. It's intensifying the bombardment of Khan Yunis today, the main city in southern Gaza, where civilians were previously instructed to go. People there are being urged to evacuate, but there is virtually nowhere safe to go, and no safe route to take. Most of Gaza's 2.3 million people have now been displaced from their homes, and with no food, water, and medicine scarce, aid groups warn that disease could be an even bigger killer. Disease could be even bigger killer than bombs.
When WTOP-10 Nightly News continues, find out why Bitcoin is surging in price.
And find out how students can get $25 flight tickets from Amazon this holiday.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2 decades, as the next time one will be visible over the continental U.S.
He's May 84. Yarrow told police in the hospital that he had pressed the doorbell and waited.
They mix with oxygen and nitrogen and become briefly.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Matthew,
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back and thank you for choosing WTOP-10 for your nightly news. In consumer news, Amazon is helping some college students get home for the holidays. The company is offering 3,000 of its Prime student members domestic flights for the holiday season for just $25. The discounted flights will become available at 9 a.m. Eastern Time Tuesday. 1,000 flights will be offered each day for 3 days. Members who miss out will be able to get a promotional code worth $25 off flights. This past Giving Tuesday's numbers are in, and they appear to be disappointing. Yet, Americans are breaking records when it comes to holiday spending. So why are consumers shopping but not giving back? Jen Sullivan breaks down the numbers and what experts are saying about consumer trends.
Americans donating to charities? That appears to be the trend according to this year's Giving Tuesday numbers. Giving Tuesday CEO saying this: "We are concerned to see a decline in participation in line with giving trends from the past year. Data shows roughly 34 million Americans participated in Giving Tuesday. And while that sounds like a lot, it's actually a 10% decline from last year," the CEO said. To put that in perspective, more than 200 million Americans shopped between Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday, according to the National Retail Federation. So the decrease in the number of donors isn't because Americans are tightening their wallets.
Consumers are thinking about their wallets very differently.
Holiday spending is surging. Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales broke records this year. Adobe Analytics says $9.8 billion were spent online on Black Friday. That's up 7.5% from last year. In Cyber Monday, sales were even stronger, $12.4 billion, up almost 10% from last year. So clearly Americans are spending, but this year experts say shoppers are being more specific about how they spend.
They're buying things they really care about. So rather than buying 10 t-shirts, they're buying the 3 shirts and the brands they really care about.
While inflation is cooling, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates at their fastest pace in 4 decades. Because of that, it appears Americans are being picky about purchases and spending. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
The price of the world's most popular cryptocurrency has rallied to its highest level in 18 months. Bitcoin has soared above $40,000 on Monday. It's now up 150% for the year. However, the price still remains far from its historical high in November of 2021 of $69,000. So the enthusiasm hinges on expectations that the Securities and Exchange Commission will approve a Bitcoin-focused exchange trade fund, or spot ETF. The SEC faces a deadline of January 10th to approve applications for such funds.
This past weekend was full of wins for SUNY Oswego sports teams. Owen Miles gives us a full report coming up.
Owen, can you give us a quick preview?
Coming up in sports, it's been a great weekend to be an Oswego Lakers fan across all of sports. We'll get into that and more after the break.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Hello everyone and welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Owen Miles and this is your Monday Night Sports Report. The men's hockey team pulled off a big upset this weekend as they topped the #1 ranked Plattsburgh Cardinals 5-3. The Lakers had the lead at the end of the first period courtesy of Shane Bull with an assist from Tyler Flack. The rest of the game would see a ton of action with both teams scoring left and right until Thomas Rocco sealed it for the Lakers when he scored on an open net with a minute left. The Lakers returned to the Deb this Friday to face off against SUNY Cortland on Friday night. Now over from the ice to the court. The women's basketball team also hosted Plattsburgh on Saturday, where they held off the Cardinals 70-54. The Lakers took the lead early in the game and stayed out front for almost the entire game, except for a brief tie in the second quarter. Despite that, it was an offensive shootout throughout the whole contest. They sealed the game in the fourth quarter, scoring 11 more points than Plattsburgh did in the fourth quarter. Oswego won their second straight and will hope to continue that hot streak against SUNY Poly on December 17th. The New York Rangers hosted the San Jose Sharks on Sunday, where the two teams had an impressive performance where they combined for 11 goals. 5 different players put the puck in the net for the Sharks, and goalie Mackenzie Blackwood had 36 saves. For the Rangers, Artemi Panarin scored 3 goals, while Alexis Lafreniere had 6 shots on goal. The Rangers were barely able to nose past San Jose by a final score of 6-5 and continue to lead the Metropolitan Division. Now, on to the world of college football. The final 4 teams fighting for a championship have been revealed. On New Year's Day, number 1 Michigan will take on number 4 Alabama, and number 2 Washington will battle against number 3 Texas. Notably missing from this year's college football playoff is the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State went undefeated in 2023 and beat the number 14 ranked Louisville Cardinals to win the ACC championship. This sparked a ton of controversy, with several experts, including ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, claiming that if starting quarterback Jordan Travis had not been injured in Week 11, the Seminoles would have made it. And now, one of those teams that is fighting for a championship is number 4 Alabama. Let's see how that team made it there by beating Georgia. Here we go in Atlanta. Here we go with Georgia. Passing it off to the running back, and he gets room on the side, gets in for an easy touchdown for Georgia to start out the game. Milton, you see just that easy hole there. Great job by Georgia's offensive line for Milton to go in and score that game touchdown. Now here's a cool story. Will Reichard now holds the most points in college football history, as you are about to see here. 533 career points in FBS history. Here we go. Here's Jalen Milroe, barely getting that pass off, but here he goes off to his wide open running back, who just comes in for a touchdown. No competition for him, as there's just no coverage in that secondary on Georgia. Very, very big error on Georgia's part. Here's Georgia again. You think they're going to make it? Nope, doink. And that will not be good for Georgia in the long run, as it would often lead to their loss. And now here's Milroe again for Alabama. On 4th and 4, gets a huge conversion to Isaiah Bond, and Isaiah Bond, with that massive conversion, was basically what led to the end of this game. Milroe passing to the end zone to wide open Jermaine Burton, and that will be another touchdown for Alabama. Bama moves on to the college football playoff with that win against Georgia. Now anyway, back to you guys at the desk.
Be sure to stick around for more WTOP-10 nightly news after this break.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
That's been our report for tonight. I've been Gabrielle Legatella, and this has been my Monday Night News Cruise. Hope to see you next semester for more WTOP-10 Nightly News.
Thank you for watching.
We'll see y'all later.
Have a great night, everyone.
welcome to the interview show. We have breaking news. Reporting to you live is Charlie Harkins with the weather.
Let's roll it. Take his camera.
Let's roll it. Take his camera. Oh.
Oh, that's not Charlie.
No. Do you think you could like call him or something?
Maybe it's his fault. Let me see.
Oh, there he is. Do you see him? Okay, do your weather, Charlie.
Oh, it's cold out here.
How cold? Is it really?
Is it how cold?
Say that again?
How cold?
How cold is it?
As cold as a baby's bottom.
I don't, are those cold?
Where are you?
Nowhere? Well, you gotta, if you're reporting the weather, we need to know the location, Charlie, so that the people who live in that area are able to get their weather forecast. Wait, who let him outside?
I'm just outside.
Wait, who let him outside? Who said it was okay? Matt, did you say it was okay for him to be outside?
Yeah, I mean, I let him be outside before. He goes,
Hello?
Hello?
hi.
Charlie, you gotta come back to the studio.
Oh my God.
Why?
'Cause we miss you.
Do you really?
Yes, we need you
little.
back, Charlie.
Sure.
Charlie, is there any natural disaster occurring right now?
There are 3 bomb cyclones right behind.
Whoa, not again.
Listen, you go outside, bad things happen. That's why I stay inside.
That's right.
It's true, but I made you go outside.
You forced me, yes.
You were forced outside, Charlie?
What happened to your camera?
You know the bomb cyclones?
Yeah.
Whisked away.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Well, Charlie, you gotta get back inside. We need to. Sorry, you can't see me. We need to see you. The audience needs you.
We can't do the whole show with you out there.
Please stop looking at me with that crazy stare, Charlie.
I look normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Charlie.
That's been Charlie.
Up next is more Charlie.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill
Should we
told me it
tell
was
him?
Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Here we go.
Hello, everyone. You know, we've done so many interviews on this show. We thought today we'll interview each other.
What?
And Kesha canceled, so.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
So, we're gonna play a game called Hooga.
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 Spelled wrong.
How dare you?
Just saying.
This is a card game where we ask questions. So I'll start it off, unless I'm playing it wrong, Matt, you'll correct me at any point. But I'll ask Charlie first.
By all means.
What name would you never give your child?
Poop.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You name your child Poop?
I was feeling it that day.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Matt?
I like paintball or something.
Paintball?
Yeah.
Paintball.
Because then if he ever gets into a fight, it's like, oh my god, I was just hit by a paintball.
Do you think this kid was named Paintball? This kid right here?
Do not look into what the real name is. Do not do that.
Do you want to know what this kid's name is?
Paintball.
My least favorite name in the world.
What, Clarence?
James.
Oh, they're gonna say Santa.
I hate the name James.
Why do you? Hello?
That was gonna be my name. Is
Really?
Is that what J stands? I hope that's what J stands for.
You're done. Your
But
days are numbered.
that if I was a boy, my name would be James, and I'm so thankful I'm not a boy.
You know what I would name my child?
I thought your name was
Santa Claus.
Yeah, you know you're not
Really?
allowed to in some countries.
You just don't live there.
It's illegal.
What about America?
In America, you can't name your kid like the U.S. Navy or Baby RoboCop.
Can I name my son Tax Day?
Such a ripoff. Ooh, get that thing away from me. Oh my god.
Not a fan of taxes?
Jump scare warning. Hello.
Okay, next question.
Should have seen Chica.
Matt, what is the most enjoyable way to spend $50?
Oh, gambling. 100%. Especially if you win. Oh my god. Then you have more than $50. And then you can spend $50 more on gambling.
That's true.
That is true.
That's true.
What about you, Charlie?
Can I add money to that?
No. Sure.
I think you're.
I think it's $50 though.
50 plus $3,000. A nice cheeseburger.
Okay, no. I should have seen it.
You know,
coming.
I think that's good. I'd spend it on this guy. All my money.
I like Planet of the Apes.
I would.
I'm gonna treat him so right.
Yeah, take him out for a nice burger.
Nice burger, a nice Wendy's. You could get anything you want at Wendy's for $50.
Yeah, you can get like
He can get whatever he wants.
50 burgers with $50.
Dude.
In your dreams.
Oh.
How do you know I dream?
Next question, please.
Speaking of meals, Charlie, would you enjoy sharing a meal with your clone?
With my clone.
Oh, that guy from like last time.
Yeah.
No, yes, I remember. Would I share Spam?
He seemed chill.
What about your $3,000 cheeseburger?
I would never share that.
With your clone?
What are you, crazy?
Sorry. But buy two $6,000 cheeseburgers.
Then they're both for me.
You know, you're pretty right.
I'm never gonna get over that purchase.
Matt, would
We've still
you
never financially
enjoy?
recovered. What?
Good burger.
Would
Good
you
burger.
enjoy sharing a meal with your clone?
He seems pretty chill. He'd have to pay though.
Yeah, what happens if he bought you, you're sharing a meal with your clone. What happens if he buys you the burger?
I'd eat it. Eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sharing, that's sharing. Right, Adam
Who's that
Levine?
guy? That's Adam Levine.
He's about to say something. Hold on. I think he got scared. He's shy.
Next question.
That makes sense.
Controversial, guys.
Whoa.
Would you rather be stuck on a desert island with your mom or your dad, and why?
Ooh. Ooh. We don't have parents.
That's true.
I'm not really sure.
Hypothetical parents.
Oh, hypothetical
parents?
Okay. I would take both.
Yeah.
I guess if it's a hypothetical parents, you can hypothetically.
We could eat.
Yeah. I can do whatever I want.
Eat coconut shells as a big old happy family.
What about you,
I like
Matt?
coconut
You
shells.
have to choose.
I have to choose.
Look in the camera and tell one of your parents that you don't want to go on to a desert island with them, or that you'd prefer the other parent.
Here's the thing. My dad's crafty, so he'd probably invent a lot of cool things.
Whoa. Is your dad an inventor?
You could say that.
That scared me for a
He's
second.
a tinkerer. Whoa.
I thought I was behind.
I think I would also go with my dad because he's an engineer.
Whoa.
What's he gonna engineer on an island?
Whatever he wants.
He's gonna build
really.
a really long bridge home.
I just know my mom would
I
panic
wish.
too much. My mom would
that's
be a
true.
nervous. She'd be like, "What am I supposed to do with all these coconuts?
You don't need a
This is
nervous
ridiculous."
Nelly
A
on
nervous
this trip.
Nelly, yeah.
My mother would be a nervous Nelly.
What's the next question?
Charlie, do you find love, or does love find you?
I know the answer to this.
All right, let's say it on 3. 3, 2,
2,
1.
1.
I
Love
don't find
finds you.
love.
Oh.
I thought I knew Matt.
Have you ever been caught red-handed doing something you weren't supposed to be doing?
I went on the ladder once.
That was, oh
Caught
man.
red-handed.
You caught me red-faced when that happened.
Yeah.
Smoke coming out my ears.
Yeah, I know. It was
There's
weird.
a whole compilation that you could play for this show where he's caught doing things he's not supposed to be doing.
I just picked up
You
a
were a whole
random card.
cartoon.
Hey, Charlie.
Huh?
I swear I've just picked this card up. Is there a famous person that people say you look like?
I don't know. Let's see.
He looks like, oh my god.
He looks like Adam Levine.
No, he looks like the kid from Home Alone.
The kid from Home Alone. I get that all the time. Yes.
And
Macaulay?
yes.
Culkin.
Yeah.
Culkin Hall.
He's married to Brenda Song.
I think you could say Brendan Fraser.
No, Brenda
too.
Song.
Who's that?
She played London Tipton in Sweet Life with Zack and Cody.
London Tipton falling
They
down.
have 2 children
falling
together.
down.
He was just on the Hollywood Walk
London
of Star of
Tipton's
Fame.
falling down.
Oh, yes. Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yes, indeed.
So, anyone else?
No.
I feel like there's another person.
They're like Jeff Kinney or
My
something.
dad.
Mm.
You
My
do?
hypothetical dad.
Hypothetically, he would look like you.
That's so true.
Have you ever come close to committing a crime?
I don't know if I'm allowed
We
to
gotta
say
end
that.
that. We gotta go to break. I'm sorry.
All right. Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
But it's the Charlie News Channel.
Gap alert.
And
Sometimes
we have
you forget in the heat of passion.
We have a red bump line running. Yes, now it has spikes on it too. See what you did, Matt? See what you did?
Oh my, oh.
And the eyes.
They're moving.
The eyes are flying all around.
Is that not an H?
Oh, I thought they were like.
It's sideways.
What
It's
are
sideways.
those? What are those ships in Star Wars?
No,
Or
it's
Star
purple.
Trek. The
Right. Yes.
those flight jets.
A bunch of L's are
L's are
being
flying
pushed
everywhere.
towards Matt's
Aren't
way.
those literally those like fighter jets in Star Wars?
I've never seen Star Wars ever in my life.
I don't
even
think
know
I
what that is. Word of the year.
Riz. Style, charm, or attractiveness. It's a Gen Z word.
Riz.
Riz.
I've never heard of that.
It's like charisma.
Charisma?
Yeah. Have you ever heard that word?
Sort of.
Sort of.
I've heard half of it. I've
Only
heard the
half?
Riz part.
What was your greatest instance of Riz?
My greatest instance of Riz?
Yeah.
I was, no.
Has anyone rizzed you up?
Has anyone rizzed me up? Now, explain to me what riz you up means.
Like, they flirted heavy in a good way?
Well, I was at a ski shop one day, and believe it or not, Santa Claus walked over to me with his little dog, his famous little dog,
Randolph?
Rudy. Huh?
No, you probably got it right.
Max
and Rudy were there. He said to me, "Hey Charlie, I got some presents."
The dog did?
Yes. Yeah. And I said, "That's Riz right there."
I was rizzed up by a guy with bagpipes once.
Wow. Okay.
Look at all that.
Oh, couple guys having fun.
Couple dudes.
Hanging out. What do you think they're talking about?
Convenience stores. Look at that lady.
She's so nice.
She does
This is
look
like
nice.
people watching.
This is people watching.
You ever go people watching?
Hold on, let's be quiet and just watch.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, that
Stormed
was
in.
awesome. They're waiting. Let me in, let me in. I'm guessing this is Black Friday.
No, it was the anniversary of Prohibition.
Wow, really? So they're doing a deal on that? Matt is not news.
What is that?
Firefighters?
Oh, man.
They're breaking through.
They're stealing all the grain. So I know that there was a news.
Tyler McDowell.
Okay.
Is he in there?
I know there was a news show before us, and I was watching that, and I saw they got everything wrong. Me?
Not here.
Yeah, I get news right.
Everything
Charlie
is
almost
right.
decides what the news is.
The most accurate news show.
That was an awesome transition.
I'm not. It's still not news.
The most accurate news show is the interview show.
Whoa.
Look, U.S. Navy. You can't name your child that.
I can't?
No.
Still?
Still
I thought it changed during the break.
No.
Man.
That is not news.
I'm news. I'm news right here. Hello.
If a plane goes
look at
underwater,
that,
is it
buddy.
a submarine?
Look at him.
I think it is. I was just about to say.
It's a deer chilling on the lake. Oh, he's slipping and sliding.
Look at him crawl. Look at him go. You don't play shuffleboard
I was
with a
thinking
reindeer.
the same thing. Why are they shuffleboarding the reindeer?
Because of the moon. It's a full moon out.
Because it's too cold for him.
That'll do it.
Ooh.
It didn't even show if they saved that
I'm a
reindeer or
werewolf.
not. Just showed them pushing it across the ice.
So there is a geomagnetic storm watch for the sun. Watch out. If the sun does get close to you, you need to go indoors, and that will happen right outside your door.
You'll start glowing radioactively.
Yeah, you'll glow green, which is no good.
Look, that's your brain.
Yeah, that's your brain on sun.
Yeah.
And that's your brain when you're awesome.
Not reading that essay.
Yeah.
That's your brain when you're really cool.
This right here?
Yeah.
You're out of your mind.
I'm telling you. You start glowing green, you get really cool. Messy. Things are getting messy up in here. What is?
Okay, you guys are so silly.
Who's this guy? 10.
10?
He's 10.
He's 10?
You can't name your kid, or you
10?
can't not name your kid 10. There's no rules for that.
December 3rd, 2022, Australia.
Oh, is this boring to you, or are you falling asleep?
Yeah. I just had to yawn. I'm sorry. Things are
The
too
Matt
messy for
jump
me.
scare.
Yeah.
Ooh. That could be us one day, Matt.
Yeah.
our jerseys together.
Riz.
And Riz.
That could be you guys.
We're risen together forever.
Risen it up.
We're the Riz brothers.
And
The
whether
Riz
we play
Lords.
soccer or not, who cares? 'Cause
Who
we're
cares? We're
Is this
chill
the Bible?
AF and we're risen.
I think it's a dictionary.
Oh.
Too long.
Man, not
too
reading
small.
that essay
The Bible
either.
of
Oh my
words.
Lord.
I can't.
Can I
Yeah.
get the TLDR, please?
Oh, too much. Ooh. You know, this thing fell out, and I think you're gonna hear a buddy. I think our audience just heard a little voice.
Buddy?
A buddy.
A buddy.
Yeah, they're telling us that Matt's stinky.
Matt looks like a still image right now.
Yeah, he's so stinky. He's too stinky. He needs to go and get less stinky. We'll see you after this break.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna.
Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty.
The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think
can't.
you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of times.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
I need to trim my mustache.
Hello? And welcome back to the interview show.
We're gonna play a game, guys.
We're gonna play a fun little game.
What game is it?
Incoherent. It's a fun game that will get you talking. So, this game, they're gonna be reading these silly little garbled up words, and they gotta read them really fast to try to figure out what it actually says. For example, if I say,
I'm gonna zoom the camera in on the
Yeah.
card here.
Sure.
if I say generagency, if I say it fast enough, generagency, 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 it sounds like Generation Z.
Oh,
Which is my generation.
Okay.
This is a bit close for me, but this is the first one.
Cape Gall manned Carahan.
Cape Gall man, Carahan. Oh.
It's Harry Man. Cape Gall manned Carahan.
Cape Gall man, Carahan. I don't know.
Keep these faster.
Cape Gall man, Carahan. Cape Gall man,
Are you
Carahan.
I think it's Han.
Oh, Cape Gall manned Carahan. Carahan. Carry-on.
Like,
Carry on.
like the plane?
Cape Gall man. 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 Cape Gall man.
This is probably a celebrity. I don't know who it is.
It's not a celebrity.
It's, oh my god.
Cape Gall man.
It
Cape
is.
Gall man.
Carry on.
The hint is poster.
Huh?
Keep calm, carry on.
Yes!
Boom!
There's no way I was getting that one.
Yes. Okay.
That was a hard one to start off with.
It's easy for me.
This is the next one. If you can't. Oh, it's over here. Yeah.
Dime Sanu
Dime Sanu Roman. What?
Dime Sanu Roman. Dime Sanu.
You guys are saying it.
Dime Sanu Roman.
Times New Roman!
Oh, okay, MJB.
Oh. Okay, guys, this is the next one.
C unknown H.
Chick-fil-A.
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 Okay. Okay.
I just heard you say it. Kind of different.
Gone Way His.
Kanye West.
Yes. You knew that one. I don't believe you didn't know that one.
I did not. I did not. Club Hatch Chiller Wet. Tub Hatch Chiller Wet. Tub Hatch Chiller Wet. Chiller Wet. Chiller Wet. Tub Hatch Chiller Wet. Chiller Wet. Chiller Wet.
Chiller Wet.
What's a chiller wet?
Say it.
Tub Hatch Chiller Wet.
Tub Hatch Chiller Wet.
Is this a person?
Tub Hatch Chiller Wet.
It's a show.
Tub Hatch Chiller Wet.
The hint is the closest thing to the Hunger Games we have on reality TV.
Squid Game.
The Bachelorette.
Oh. So, I'm sorry.
Squid Games. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Carpool
karaoke.
Yes!
Okay, that was easy. Hid Scum Plug Hated. Hid Scum Plug Hated.
Wait, stop zooming in on my teeth.
Hid Scum Plug Hated.
What?
Plug Hated.
Hid Scum Plug Hated?
Hid Scum Plug Hated.
It's complicated.
Yes!
That's just a phrase. I don't know.
That's pop culture, dude.
You gonna show the audience?
Oh, sorry.
I know this one. I didn't even have to say it out loud.
Shohi nods or he? Lil Nas X?
Say it loud.
Shohi nods or he?
Say it loud and proud.
Loud and proud. The hint is no apology, which I think is too big of a hint.
Oh, sorry, not sorry?
Yeah.
Yes, you got it.
Yes. Okay, this one's weird. Buffers tall, lead meat ache us elf.
Let me take a selfie.
Yes.
Whoa! How did you get that?
Some of them just click and others don't.
Wow. World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah.
That was a little too easy.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh,
Wow, you guys
so
are
good
too
at
good
this.
at this
My head
game.
went to Seahawks. I'm like, that ain't right.
The Seattle ones?
Let's. Oh, I like this one.
Hawks that are underwater. Beep.
Beeper favor.
favor.
Beeper favor. Beeper favor. Beeper favor. Beeper favor. Beeper favor. Beeper favor. I like that. Beep perv. Beep perv favor. Beep. Beep.
Beep. Beep.
Beeper favor. Beeper favor. Beeper favor.
Beeper favor.
Beep.
The hint is a Canadian sickness.
What?
Beeper fever?
Yes!
What is
Bieber fever.
Oh.
Like Justin Bieber.
Okay.
That is a disease.
Honestly, still I didn't get that.
It's like, are you a believer or not?
Okay. Hype prow sun full leak.
Hypebrow sunful leak.
Yeah.
Eyebrows on fleek.
Yes! Eyebrows on fleek.
That one might be on the back of the box.
Oh, I like this
You
one.
got lucky. Bupe mochi. Bupe mochi.
You're saying it.
Bupe mochi.
You're saying it.
Bupe mochi.
Bupe.
I think Charlie would like this a lot.
Bupe mochi.
Poop emoji.
Yes!
Whoa!
Oh.
That's your kid's name.
That's my child's name.
Now it's time to shoot the poop.
Whoa! Wait, we're shooting your kid.
Oh no.
Oh god. No, that's not your kid.
That's-
You would never name your kid that.
Right.
Right, I would name him
emoji.
Santa Claus.
The emoji.
The emoji.
Santa
the emoji.
Claus.
Right.
In a video game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is our 7-day forecast. Tuesday it's gonna rain. Wednesday it's just a little cloudy, high of 33.
38.
Thursday it might snow.
57.
We'll see.
50-50.
50-50.
50-50.
Saturday, Sunday it's a 50-50 if there's gonna be weather or not.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Just be prepared.
Well,
There's.
This is it.
This is the interview
This
show.
is the end.
Again.
Oh, that's
We'll
it.
be back one more time.
Wait, that's it?
Okay. Ready?
Welcome to Off the Clock.
We did not
get it right this
time.
time.
But it was better.
There
was an improvement.
A little bit.
Decided improvement.
But it's the last time it'll be the three of
Get
us
with the
doing
program,
it.
girl.
But it's a sad day, guys.
Shall we
It's
not
my
address
last
our fourth
episode.
member?
I know, we're going to. Okay, good. Natalie, would you like to introduce
Hi.
yourself?
Hi, guys. Long time no see. I feel like I'm home. Not really, but like it's nice to be back. It's nice to be back. How have y'all been?
Great.
Yeah.
You haven't been watching Off the Clock?
Where have I been?
Yeah.
This is awkward. This is really awkward. I've
tell the
been
truth.
seeing someone else.
Oh no, you're cheating on Off the Clock?
Nightly news.
With nightly news.
Oh, get out. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not you.
I think we're gonna have to fight.
Can we do it later?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I've been doing more newsy things this semester, but it's nice to be back with the girls.
Exactly.
Right.
Senior week special.
Yeah, I had to for Steph's last show.
Yeah.
Which we didn't talk about yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I cut her off. My bad.
Normal show. We cut each other off. I do it all the time too. All right. But yeah, it's my last episode here and my last time being on air here, so.
No!
So it's a sad episode, but we're still gonna have a good show today, guys, so don't worry about it. So, what do we have next, guys?
Oh, well, you're talking about
we
me
already
again,
introed
no
you.
Well, we
problem.
introed Natalie. Scroll a little faster, a little bit.
We
Keep
already
going,
did
keep
that.
going.
So yeah, like Steph said, and we said, it's her last show, which means we have some surprises for her. Not yet, later, coming up. So Maddie, Cece, can you give me like a little preview? Don't give it away. Just
I got
a little
you right
something.
now. Cupcake, picture, bag,
wow,
card.
You know, I do think you're giving it away.
I think you did give away the whole thing.
Dignity.
Me use less
dignity. Yeah. What else?
I think you've covered all of them.
I think, yeah.
I think if you say any more, we're gonna give away the whole.
Love and support.
That's true. These are all things we put in the bag.
In the bag?
The dignity is on the bottom.
Yes.
How do you-
Dignity in there, good. We
What does dignity look like? I've never seen it before.
Girl, the diploma.
Oh,
Okay, all right, that's enough. That's enough. We'll save it.
All right.
So first, Maddie, I believe this is your job.
This is my part, but this is also the end of the semester. Steph's last show. So you're gonna do the fit check first.
Oh my god.
And you get to say it.
Okay, I get to go first. So,
Yep.
guys, it's time for Maddie's favorite part of the show. Mike, come on. It's time for the fit check. All right.
Yay!
I get to go first today, guys. Exciting, right? So, honestly, don't know where my sweater's from, but it's from somewhere. Probably American Eagle. All my clothes are from American Eagle.
I see the tag. Yep.
Is it from
There's
American
an eagle
Eagle?
on the
There is?
on the
All
sleeve. On the sleeve.
Perfect. And then I have my Levi jeans again, and then my Nike blazer. No, not blazers. I forgot my
I love
blazers at
it.
home. Got my Nikes on. Yep.
Okay, is it my turn
Would
now?
you like to go now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we're back. I don't know where I got my shirt from. This is a bad start. I don't know where I got any of this. I think the leggings are Aerie. The shoes, I want to say they're DSW, but they're by Reebok. And then the earrings are the second pair I ever got. We're not in the handout.
Ever?
Hello.
When did you get your ears pierced?
Like 4th grade.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so it's been a hot minute. But
Wow.
They're just like little gold balls.
Cute.
They're kind of nice, actually. It's very simple.
They're nice.
I like it.
Thank you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you could go first.
Oh, me?
Oh.
All right. Well, we're not working with much today. It is finals week, and this is what you get, guys. I'm wearing not sweatpants. That should be enough. I think my friend's mom got me these pants, to be honest. Thank you, Shannon.
They're like cute.
And this shirt says Oswego. I got it from Cortland, and this is my mom's jacket. Thank you, Mom.
Wait.
I went right over your guys'
No, it did not. No, we were just.
You got your Oswego shirt from Cortland.
Yeah.
Huh?
They sell that over there?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Yeah, why? Why are they making money off our school?
They're not.
You were being very cryptic, but okay.
Okay.
Well,
We won't press that issue further.
Oh, no. She got from Oswego.
There you go. There you go.
Go ahead. Oh, the chair.
It's okay. Slight
Okay,
injury.
y'all. So, Oswego Pom Pom. Get it right. We got the Converse, the typical ones. American Eagle. Mom's gift.
Aw.
We love mums.
Mommy.
H&M, I think. And extensions from the beauty supply store.
Ooh.
Yes.
Bro, where's
Love.
love
You
it.
lost your arm to your chair.
Oh, it's okay. That's the other one's gonna go, so I'm
Oh
gonna
my
hold that
gosh.
back.
That's the broken
That chair has been a safety hazard.
This
for
is
like,
like look at the legs too. It's like
thinking.
leaning
It's like
backwards.
falling.
Oh
Bro,
my.
if I fall,
If
bro.
you fall, I'll catch you.
She makes it through the end of the show.
Thumbnail.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Actually, that would be really good.
We like our news desk always almost broken, like always.
I think it's more than almost broken.
Yeah. So like every night it's like, will it stand? Who knows? Who knows?
And last night I anchored and I was hoping that would be
Yeah.
the night it fell. But
Yeah.
it did not. We still have the desk, guys. But since it's the end of the semester, we're going to do a little semester recap. So what everyone wants to tell us, like what your best part of the semester at the studio and outside of the studio has been.
Are we starting with?
You start.
You can start.
You start. I need to think a little.
Okay. Best part of the semester. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna start with the studio first. I think the very first vlog we did was like really nice.
Yeah,
Even though
that's
like I
true.
like the other ones, like the apple farm, and what else did we do? Damn, I forgot. I edited all of these.
We did thrifting, apple farm.
Thrifting was the first one. I like that one.
There was another one. Cooking.
Yeah. And the brownies. But yeah, I like the vlogs that we do. It was pretty fun, and I enjoyed myself, and I liked shopping with Steph and Maddie. It was pretty cool. Outside of the studio, I think I just like filming my own films and editing, and I really enjoyed this semester. I should have all A's. I'm looking at you, Professor.
Whoa.
So yeah, I should have all A's. Yeah. So
what films have you made this semester?
let's see. I made a short trailer. I made like a few like, is it 30-second to 1 minute films for like my intro to cinema, and then a few other stuff. Just a bunch.
Very nice.
But yeah, and like outside of class as well. So it's just a lot. But I'm getting my portfolio up.
I mean, you edit all of our vlogs and they
She
always
does.
turn out amazing. So,
Yeah.
that's
So
pretty
props to
cool.
Cece. Everyone shake their pom poms in honor of Cece. Yes. Okay.
Maddie, you want to go?
Yeah, I guess so. Hate thinking. I see the Zoom for the thinking. Thank you. I appreciate that. In the studio, honestly, I kind of have to agree with you. It's the vlogs. I feel like it's not very original, but at the same time, like, just being able to get out of the studio and pulling those experiences into the show has been wonderful.
Stephanie makes me laugh all the time.
Yeah, Stephanie is. Okay, my favorite moment was when you fell over just like in the backseat of Steph's car
Oh
and
my
then strapped
God.
yourself in like you were in a
Oh my
race car.
gosh.
My driving's
You
great,
might as well
guys.
be in a
It's
race
great.
car if
It's
you're in
okay.
her car.
You know, and that's the fun of it.
You've all drove with me
That's
before,
half the
you know.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then out of studio.
You're scared to drive with me or something?
No.
I thought you drove all day today.
Yep.
One of my roommates always shouts, "Jesus, take the wheel" when I'm driving. If it makes
Yep.
you feel any better, so
I should start doing that. That sounds
you should.
good.
It's quite fun. It's quite fun. Let's see. Out of the semester, favorite memory. I got to take a tour of Turning Stone. That was very fun a
Oh.
couple weeks ago. Yeah, and it was like an event planning thing. And I feel like that's my most fun recent memory. Because we literally got to go inside like all the restaurants. We got to see the behind the scenes of like how everything worked. I was just so impressed at how they don't get lost. Because have you guys ever like been there? No? Okay, literally the most massive casino ever.
I've heard.
Yeah. You will get lost. Erin's nodding. You've been there. You will get lost. We had like a tour guide, and she's like, it took 3 weeks for me to actually figure out where I was going.
Ugh.
So, but it was very fun to tour it and see behind the scenes. Yes.
Nice.
Period.
Steph, do you want to go?
Okay, my turn. My favorite part in the studio is probably like just like before and after the shows. We always like just have so much fun with playing music and
Oh my
everything.
God, I forgot about that.
Like even
Oh
with
my
news
gosh,
and stuff,
yeah.
before news, there's always music playing, and it's just always so much fun to be here. Everyone's laughing, always smiles, you know, seeing the dimples. And that's definitely probably one of my favorite parts of being at the studio. And then out of the studio, hanging out with everyone from the studio. Don't do much outside of the studio,
This girl is a
apparently.
workaholic for real.
Yeah, no, I'm here most of my time, so.
Yay.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything you do
We
for
do.
us.
You do so much.
Thank you.
It's my turn.
Yep.
It is your turn.
Yes, Natalie.
My favorite part in the studio, I don't know. I've enjoyed news a lot this semester. Oh my gosh. I only EP'd one night, so it was less stressful. And I had 3 great EPs. Got Clarissa and Thomas. Love you girls. And I also got to interview Sean Evans, It was fun. I'm a big Hot Ones girly, so that was like actually thrilling for me because I love him.
Can you tell us a bit about that experience?
Oh,
or are
yeah.
you like signing an NDA? And, like,
No.
Okay.
It was like I was like representing like one person from each media org. Got to interview him on stage before the Jason Wanzone's interview thing. So it was me for TOP, Kate Salamita for WNYO, and then Ben Diamond for the Oswegonian, and it was a great time. It was a little terrifying because it was in front of a lot of people, but I love Sean Evans, guys. It's not a lie. Like, I introduced my whole house to Hot Ones in the fall. Anyways, that was fun.
It was a fun time.
Yeah, it was fun. And then out of the studio,
you have the same problem as me.
The switches are killing me. I don't know. You know what? I had a lot of fun with my friends. I had a fun time with my friends this semester, which I'm very grateful for. I know it sounds dumb, but I had so much fun with everyone, and got to have a lot of quality time with people. And I feel like I got a lot of confidence this semester. So, thank you, spring.
Yes.
As you should. As you should.
Oh,
Live audience.
Oh my God.
Say hello, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Yay.
They're very enthusiastic. They're
Everybody
so excited
settle
to be
down
here.
over there.
I'm so excited.
Calm down.
Calm down, guys.
He's so invested in the show that he doesn't want to miss a single minute.
All right, but that is all the time we have for right now. So we're going to go to a quick break, and then we'll have the question of the day.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30? Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up with that one. Matthew,
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Back.
So embarrassing.
Wow, you got us.
Yeah, welcome back to Off the Clock. Now it's time for our question of the day. Today's question is, if you had a whole day to do whatever you wanted, what would you do?
That's a deep question.
It's hard. There's so much.
I know exactly what I
Yeah.
would do.
What would you do?
I would have a 5-day meal, right?
Wait,
5-day meal.
Yeah.
5 course?
What does that mean?
5-day meal.
You eat for 5 days.
So that means I'll have like a 3-course meal and then for 5 days worth.
Delish.
And then I would have a silk bed sheet on like a king bed with like a 55-inch TV in front of me. And then I'd have all my gaming systems because I have a Switch, I got a P4, and I got a Xbox. And then I'll play like, every game that I have.
That's
That
awesome.
sounds like
And then I'll probably read a book and go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
It sounds
That's
like
a good ending.
day, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Anyone else know?
I would explore the Titanic.
Huh? two really interesting things just happened.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
Aaron just appeared, and you would
Hello, Aaron.
explore the Titanic.
I would explore the Titanic for the first part, and then I would get home, and I don't know what else I would do. What would I do?
That would just take you half the day.
Probably.
And then what else would you do?
I've invented time travel, obviously, because that's how I get to like.
Wonderful.
Or maybe not time travel. Maybe I can do teleporting and time travel, so I can go back to like 1912 on the boat before it sinks.
Why would you want that?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
And then you can compare it to the after when you come back and you go and explore the actual
wouldn't you
sunken
die?
Titanic. No, not on the day that you're like.
Oh,
you can just time travel right
oh.
off when you're done.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that's the first half.
It's not what I expected.
No, I did not expect
I think for the
that.
second half, I just watched some Netflix. Yes.
Well, the Titanic.
I'd probably be tired. I think I'd be a little tired after that.
Maybe.
Just
a little.
Just a tad. It's fine.
But that's the day. I guess we're coming to me now. The camera decided for us.
The camera says it's Steph's turn.
Okay. But I think I would probably try and travel somewhere. Like, I wouldn't want to just stay home. I don't know where, but
Come
like,
with
if
the
you can't
Titanic
get all
with
the
me.
way, I can go to the Titanic with you. But you can't get like all the way to like Europe or anything in a day. So.
I invented
But time travel in
teleportation
yours.
and
so I
yeah.
would teleport around like everywhere. Maybe I'll go visit Scott in Australia.
There
I
you
just heard him
go.
over there say that.
Careful of the
So.
spiders. Heard those are
Yeah,
big.
I've heard that too. But
Good luck, Scott.
that's probably what I
Aaron.
would do. Just teleport around the world.
Well, I would do the opposite of Steph, and I would stay home for most of the day. Not all of it, but man, do I love my house. No, I'd be at home, but I would go to Uncommon Grounds, Saratoga Springs, best bagel and coffee you will ever have.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to be reunited with her.
518 Girlies Unite.
518 Girls,
Unite.
if you know, you know. 2, I would go home. I would stay there for a while. I would pet my dogs, Baxter, Seeger, love them. I'd pet my cat. His name is Toby. That would be awesome. Then maybe I'd see some friends.
Maybe.
I think maybe we'd go on a walk with the dogs, and like all the friends could come. All the friends could come on the walk, bring your dogs. I think that would actually be a great time. And then at nighttime, I really like to cook, and I would make like, if I have time, I don't always have time to, but if I have time, I'll make like good pasta. And like
What
maybe
kind
some
of
chicken.
pasta?
I don't know.
Do
so
you
that's
do
the thing.
homemade pasta?
I can't make homemade pasta because I don't have a thing, and I don't have the patience to like roll it myself.
I don't have a thing.
I don't have the thing. You know what I mean?
I do not.
Like the thing.
The,
and,
the
like,
cranky
the thing. The
Yep.
thing.
The
I
thing.
don't have the
Yeah,
thing.
the thing.
But I like to make homemade sauce.
Ooh,
With
that
like
sounds
vegetables
really
and
good.
stuff.
I'll
If
come
I
to
have
your
time,
house.
I will do that.
Girl,
and
send me the
I will have
recipe.
some friends over, and we'll eat the
Can you
pasta.
make us some pasta?
And
That
watch a
sounds
little
so
movie.
healthy. I love this.
We'll watch a little movie.
Watch
It'll
Titanic.
be a lovely little day.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
All right.
All right, keep going.
Would you like to? Let's keep
Oh, it's my turn now. All right, so yes, this is senior week of productions for all of us here at WTOP. So the regular crew of girls were not all available. We have a lot of men here. Yay! Thank you
What is
guys
this
for
show?
helping.
It is the all women's
Yeah,
cast.
plus a few men.
Yeah, men.
in the back.
Shut up.
Charlie.
And we have a python
Just
in
pretend
the
to
audience.
be girls.
Yep. There's
But we,
Turge, Zach.
no, seriously, like, it's finals week, and
we got
we appreciate everyone who came, like, so much, because everyone is busy, everyone has things to do, but you came to help us, yay, and we wouldn't be able to do this without any help. So, but typically during the semester and last semester, this is a all-women's production, and since it's the last show of season 2, I want to talk about why you guys think it's important to have an all-women's show and what you like about it. So, Steph, let's start with you since you're leaving, you're skipping town.
As you can see with our crew here, it's very male-dominated broadcasting, I feel like. So it's a good time to have like a bunch of women. I'm sorry, I was just watching Garrett with the camera.
Zooming in on all the men right now.
Zooming in on the men here. Okay. But yes, Long Island Python.
Hey, back here,
Back over here, we're talking.
Come on, we're talking here.
We're talking.
There we go.
No, but it is very male dominated, so it's good to get a bunch of girls like into this and just into broadcasting and wanting to learn more about it, I think. And even with the sports broadcasting, because that has always been a lot of guys. So now we have started to get more of the girls into it, and I think that's really important. So
I agree. And that's like no shade. Like
No.
there's just a lot of guys here. Like they're great. I think that we have a lot of great people here. There's just, it can be
Definitely.
intimidating, especially to younger girls, girls who aren't that confident, girls who have had bad experiences in like male dominated spaces in the past. So I think this is important to bring girls in and be like, it's fine, you don't have to be scared. Like you'll meet new people, like we're here to support you, get you more involved. If you want to do sports, then do sports. And I know I'm not usually here, but last semester I was here, so.
Yes, snapping, yeah. I agree, totally agree.
Ditto.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys kind of covered all of it. You know, it's just
Yes.
important to have the representation.
And it also shows that, you know, us girls can be creative too.
That's right.
Yeah, you guys talk about is sports and baseballs and footballs and hockey
pythons.
sticks
And python. Although I do like a good python.
And what else do you guys talk about?
They talk about all kinds of things.
I don't know.
Come on.
But that's why it's important to have
Basketball.
our girls where we can talk about girl stuff and the girls
Yeah.
don't have to be
Exactly.
afraid to like, join it.
That's
you know?
right.
Yeah, it's a good place to, I think, start getting more involved in other things if you want, or just stay here. That's fine too. But if you want to try, like, I don't know, a sports production, do it. It's fun.
They are a lot of fun. All right, but I think that's all the time we have for in this block. So we'll be back after this break. Sorry, Cece. We're
Dude,
very
we go on at like
over. That's
11:30. It's like
No.
If
You
we
know,
have time,
Mommy,
it's all
no.
good.
It's 10:30.
10:30.
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow.
Wow.
Get a close up with that one.
Matthew. Broadcast
Look
news.
at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
Up like throwing, not able to get all that. DiCarlo on the rebound. Alex DiCarlo.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
Darlings, and welcome back to Off the Clock. We are heading into the final block of Steph's last episode ever. It's here. And we have a little surprise for her.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Cece, I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Pressure's on.
Let's take a
Camera's
look,
on.
guys. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at it.
Oh, it's me. I really hope you don't walk up to my car while I'm doing this, but I am going to miss you so much next semester. I keep looking to make sure you're not coming, but I don't know what I'm going to do without you. You are one of my best friends and so dedicated to the studio. We are all going to miss you so much. And I just know you're going to do amazing things, and I can't wait to cheer you on. All right.
no. I think I'm stuck here, guys.
Hi. We're back.
Steph, we're gonna freaking go. Oh, that's so cute. I have a little cake, guys.
Don't drop it. Careful, careful, careful.
Oh,
okay.
Garrett, come here. Look at the cake.
I'm just gonna.
Come
film the. Ready?
Aww.
Ready? Can you see it?
Congratulations.
Can you see it? There we go. It says, congratulations, Stephanie, Love Off the Clock. Shout out to whoever was working at Walmart. She was great. Yes.
She gave us free
She
decorations.
was so great.
Did she
gave us some
really?
decorations.
Aw, that's
so
sweet.
I think she said it was supposed to be a secret, but it's on TV now, so sorry.
Is that a secret anymore?
It's not secret. She's great at her job.
Gift. There's a few stuff in here. So you guys just yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just open it. Just open it.
Seems heavy.
Oh, litterer.
We got the picture, of course, of the crew. Aww, that's so cute.
The classic rite of passage when you graduate
I know.
from the
When
show.
you graduate from the show, you always get a picture of
You
the
do.
crew.
You do.
In a frame. I love it.
Shout out Jill.
Yeah. Who is she? Did she start that?
I don't know. I think
started
so.
that.
I think
there's
when we did
another.
it for Meg and Donna at the end of Sunasa. That's
Oh,
when it
then you got
started.
your graduation frame.
We didn't have a picture of your face.
Who is that?
We're not sure. He's the stock photo.
It's a demo pic, okay?
He came with the frame. You
Yo,
can
yo,
keep him.
when you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
your close-ups,
This guy, he graduated too.
Seems like a sweetheart.
when you get your
Congrats to that guy.
close-ups, you can put your picture in
He
there.
does. Very happy.
He looks
very
like
happy.
a very nice person.
Yes, he does. That's so funny. I love it. We'll update it. We'll update it.
We will.
Is there? Oh, there's a card in here too.
There's a card.
Drop that.
Oh, is there something else?
I don't know.
Is there something else in there?
I'm not sure. I can't remember at
Here,
this
you
point.
open the card. And
I think that might be
How many
it.
things did
But
we get?
I think it might have just been the two.
You guys been busy all day.
Yes, rather. Nope, that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, okay, we're good.
Aww.
That's all.
And we got you a card too, but we forgot to sign
our
it,
card
so that's
could come
fine.
after.
We were a little busy.
That's okay. That's
Yeah.
so cute. Thank you guys.
Of course, girly.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm out of here, guys.
Hope that was
No,
good enough.
But I did want to say something too, because this is my last time being on air here at WTOP, and it's really sad, honestly. Like, I've grown so much as a person here and met so many amazing people, and it's going to be really sad having to leave, because we're all graduating at some point, and a lot of us are graduating, and I'm going to miss all of you guys, and I'm so happy that I've been able to meet all of you guys and do this great show with all of you. Made some of my best friends here. It's just, miss
Don't
all
make me
of
cry.
you.
You'll be back. We can feature you on
We'll
something.
be back.
We'll
Oh
be
no.
back. I always just say that
Always
to.
does this.
She
always happens.
getting tired of the chair with the streamers, so she can't leave.
This does happen a lot.
I'll see you like a week after graduation. Taylor Swift, come on.
We're going to Taylor Swift. All right, you got me back.
Yeah,
We're going to see Taylor Swift.
we are. We will be.
As you should.
Like
That's
a week
amazing.
after graduation.
It's fun, guys.
Yes.
Love it.
I'll see you around.
No, but I am gonna miss all of you guys. It's gonna be sad.
Well, what about next semester when there's no Steph? What are you guys going to do?
Well,
We're gonna thug it out, man. I don't know.
we'll figure it out.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
a
should we?
Thug it out. That's
That's as far as we got.
that's all we got.
We're, yeah, we'll probably be back. So we'll keep you posted. We got a social media, so like you can just
Follow
it. You should follow it at. I think it's just off the clock
Yeah,
Oz.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
Off the
that
Clock.
should be it at Off the Clock Oz. So I'm just gonna look it up.
I'm not even writing what it's saying, but at off the
Follow
clock.
At Off the Clock.
Find out what they're gonna be doing.
Yeah,
for next
find
season.
out. We'll have some great. We'll actually post pictures on there. We promise. I'm looking. at the
Oh,
wrong
we can't
camera
forget the quote of the day.
That's
guys.
what I was going to ask.
Oh my gosh! Yes, yes, yes.
Quote of the day.
Even though Steph here, she's very smart. We obviously knew she was gonna graduate, but just remember, C's get degrees, and thug it out, y'all. Don't be slacking now.
That's
I'm talking to you in the back, and you in the back. Don't be slacking, but C's get degrees. Keep it pushing, and me and Maddie, we're gonna graduate in like 2024, so we got time.
We got time. A little bit of time, not a lot of time, but we got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yep.
But thank you for watching this semester.
We love you guys.
And have a great semester.
Please come back for
And-
season 3 in the fall. We
Yes.
love you, and we can't wait to see you again with more
And one more
adventures.
shout out for Steph.
Come on, guys. Hug her.
Oh,
Come here.
hug on the bump count.
Oh, give her a season 2.
Oh,
episode 9 of Stick to Sports. I'm Ben Diamond.
And I'm Brian Burrows. Today we take a look at NFL Week 13, college football, the NBA, and the NHL.
Roll it. The Detroit Lions got off to a hot start in their Sunday matchup against the New Orleans Saints, taking a 21-0 lead in the first quarter and a 24-7 lead at halftime. However, the Saints would not go away, scoring 14 points in the third quarter to the Lions' 3. Ultimately, the Lions would squeeze out a close 33-28 victory on the back of a stellar 9-reception, 140-yard performance from rookie tight end Sam Laporta, who also caught a touchdown. Brian, are you impressed by this win for the Lions, or do you think they let it slip away from them a little bit?
They definitely let it slip away from them a little bit. I'm kind of disappointed in the Lions, the way they've been playing this year. They really had been beating bad teams all year. They had a couple of slip-ups because obviously the Ravens game in there. But for the most part this season, they looked really solid. And, of course, like those bad team wins over bad teams, it looked really good. The fact that Goff only passes for 213, that needs to be higher, especially when their rushing attack only gets 142 yards. They have games where Gibbs and Montgomery go off and Goff's numbers are down. But this game, it was kind of down from both sides of the ball, passing and rushing. The fact that they only had 12 points between the second and fourth quarter, where did that offense go at all? 21 points in the first completely shut down. The Saints obviously made changes, and the Lions obviously couldn't respond to them. I think they just got lucky that Derek Carr got injured, honestly.
I mean, I agree, but then again, Derek Carr didn't look great in this game, so I don't know if his absence might have actually helped the Saints in the long run. But back to the Lions, they have looked really shaky as of late. A lot of too close for comfort wins. They have a chance to lock down the NFC North, but in order to give, I feel like, fans and ourselves here at the desk some confidence in them, they need some convincing wins because they don't play really any great teams for the rest of the season. They need some convincing wins to really show that they can use this offense in the playoffs against good teams.
I agree. Sitting with a record of 5-6, the Green Bay Packers had their biggest test of the season, taking on the 8-3 Kansas City Chiefs. Jordan Love felt he had something to prove in his second career matchup with KC, trying to rewrite the script after his first career NFL start was against the Chiefs 2 seasons ago and didn't go so well. This time around, Love threw for 267 yards and 3 touchdowns as the Packers knocked off the Chiefs 27-19. The Packers have won 4 of their last 5 games and are now the 7th seed in the NFC playoff picture. Ben, can the Packers actually make a deep playoff run this year?
Surprisingly, yes. I think the way Jordan Love is playing, they absolutely have a shot to surprise a ton of fans as the playoffs get closer and closer. Because, I mean, just last night, he diced up a Chiefs secondary that has been the positive for this Chiefs team this season. And that's something really important because that was probably Jordan Love's best game as well. So, first, a playoff team that will be on the AFC side, of course, so they won't face them in the playoffs unless they both make it to the Super Bowl. But, you know, that's a win that they could be excited about, that Packers fans can really say, like, okay, yeah, we beat a playoff team. We can definitely beat other playoff teams. But I do feel like the NFC is a very tough conference, and because of that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them to go far, but I do think they have a shot to at least win one.
No, I mean, you mentioned Love's great stretch so far. Is 8 touchdowns, 0 picks in his last 3 games against good defenses like the Lions, the Chiefs, who each have 3 touchdowns in each game versus them. The last 3 games for the Packers in general, 23, 29, 20 points scored, 20, 22, and 19 points against. So both sides of the ball stepping up. The emergence of Christian Watson, especially in the last 2 weeks, has helped that offense really going off the last 2 weeks. Love's probably favorite target, and they have an easy schedule: Giants, Bucks, Panthers the next 3 weeks.
It was an up-and-down performance, but the Dallas Cowboys defeated the Seattle Seahawks 41-35 in an offensive shootout. Both teams' offenses had an easy time marching down the field, while the defenses struggled to keep the other team from responding to a score, as this was the 5th game in NFL history to not record a punt. However, the Cowboys' defense stepped up when it mattered most, stopping the Seahawks on 4th down twice late in the 4th quarter. Does a game like this show that the Cowboys are on the right path again?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're definitely on the right path at this point. I mean, this, I would say, their first statement win of the season. Their losses had come versus the teams that they're going to play against in the playoffs. Their wins had come against some of those lesser teams with losing records this year. But it's a good time, especially with the Eagles, Bills, Dolphins, Lions coming up. A very, very tough stretch of games. Time to get hot. They're on a 4-game win streak with this win, and they're now 6-0 at home. So not only is AT&T Stadium becoming a stronghold for them, they're playing really good ball as well. Dak getting himself into the MVP race is huge. He's playing super well. 299 passing yards, 3 touchdowns in this game. He is going off, and it's going to help the Cowboys go into the stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this offense right now, I think you could say they carried this game because the defense just did not look like how they have in the past. And as you said it, they've been playing some inferior opponents. So they played an offense that can fire on all cylinders, that has a lot of weapons, and DK Metcalf absolutely torched them. So it will be really interesting to see how this team responds going forward. As you said, they have the Eagles. It's going to be weird to see whether or not the offense and the defense can sync up, or it's going to switch, because that's usually how it happens with the Cowboys. So it's just going to be a little bit of an experiment to see how this stretch goes.
Despite losing the number 4 overall draft pick, rookie quarterback Anthony Richardson for the season, just 4 games in, the Indianapolis Colts didn't give up fight. Now, with Gardner Minshew under center, the Colts have won 4 straight games after their 31-28 win in overtime against the Titans yesterday, and are 7-5 and are squarely in the AFC playoff picture. Ben, with games against the Bengals, Steelers, Falcons, Raiders, and Texans left, what is their ceiling?
Ultimately, I think that this Colts team ceiling is a 10-7 finish. I think that in this final stretch, they can end up going maybe at best 3-2, and they'll finish 10-7. The Steelers and the Texans will give them a little bit of trouble because the Steelers defense has been absolutely, been one of the biggest forces in the league. Really put the Steelers exactly where they are. And the Texans, I mean, their offense, I know now they're missing Tank Dell, but still, I mean, with C.J. Stroud at the helm, they've looked so much better than they have in the past. So it's going to be interesting to see if this Colts team can sneak in. It's very close. The Texans are right now, they're tied. These teams are tied. It's going to be really interesting to see how the rest of the AFC shakes out as the season progresses.
I think I'm a little higher on the Colts than you are, because I think they can go 5-0 and finish at 12-7 or 12-5 down this stretch. I mean, these are all pretty winnable games. The Steelers, you mentioned, being the toughest on the stretch, but their offense at times looks shaky, and the Colts offense has definitely had games where they look really, really good. The loss of Jonathan Taylor, again, is going to hurt, but Zach Moss in his absence has stepped up. We've seen it already this season. And the division is in reach for. I think the division is in reach for them. The Jags have the Browns and Ravens, which are 2 games that they could easily lose. So I think the Colts could potentially win this division at 12-5 this year, though I don't necessarily think that will happen.
I think it'll be really interesting to see as the season goes along. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get into the college football playoff, the NBA, and the NHL here on WTOP-10.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
It's Al Roker.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. The SEC brought the heat again this year as 2 Titans clashed again in the SEC championship. This year it was the Alabama Crimson Tide taking down the reigning college football champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. Although the Bulldogs got off to a hot start, that quickly fizzled out as Alabama took the lead in the second quarter and never looked back. Now, they're locked into the college football playoff and slated to face #1 ranked Michigan. Brian, another battle between two of the best in the country. Who will come out on top and reach the national championship game?
Look, this SEC championship game was really, really good. Alabama got hot when it mattered this year, and they beat a Georgia team, though hurting Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey, their offense a little slow because of the injuries to them, but they got hot when it mattered. They did what they needed to do. They got themselves in the playoffs, and I think they're going to, unfortunately, though, lose to Michigan.
Yeah, ultimately, I mean, this game, I mean, this Alabama team, once again proving that they're one of the premier teams to beat in college football. But, I mean, Michigan's been dominant all year. And between Jalen Milroe and J.J. McCarthy, I prefer J.J. McCarthy because of his game manager role. And I don't think Jalen Milroe does quite enough to really prove to me that he can win in a big game, especially, well, against Georgia he was able to, but I think Michigan's just a different beast.
In what is essentially the final year of the Pac-12, the championship game was a win-and-you're-in scenario for both Oregon and Washington. It was a back-and-forth game with both teams leading at points, but in the end, Washington won and punched their ticket to the college football playoff and will face off against Texas. Ben, what are your thoughts on the Pac-12 championship game and which of those teams is heading to the national championship?
You know, the Pac-12 championship game was exactly what was promised from back in early in the season when these two teams faced. Once again, very close matchup. But I've been riding with Washington all season pretty much, and they've been written off a lot, and people thought, oh, with a stretch of games where their offensive output was very low, they wouldn't be able to beat Oregon, but they did. And I think that, again, they're going to be able to do that against Texas, and I think Dylan Johnson is going to be a huge X factor in this game like he was in the Pac-12 championship.
No, you mentioned Dylan Johnson. I think he played really well, especially if you're playing through an injury. They were saying on the broadcast that like when play wasn't happening, he was limping. So great for him to play a huge part of their offense to play through the injury. I do think they're going to lose to Texas, though. Texas is just a better all-around team, especially Washington defense, kind of suspect at times. But I think Michigan beats Texas in that national championship game. I think that'd be a really good national championship, though, Michigan versus Texas.
Yeah, there are a lot of good options here because you never know who's going to win, but a lot of good options for these last four teams. The Sacramento Kings defeated the Denver Nuggets 123-117 to improve their record to 11-7. A huge 26-point, 16-assist performance from De'Aaron Fox spearheaded the win for the Kings. Malik Monk also had an impressive 26-point night, recording 4 assists and 3 rebounds. What are your thoughts on this win, Brian?
This is a really good win for the Kings. Definitely with De'Aaron Fox coming back after the injury a couple weeks ago. They're a really good overall team. They've done an excellent job building a team around De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, you mentioned the 26-point, 16-assist performance. He is both an excellent scorer and can pass the ball really well. They couldn't stop Jokic, but they did enough against everybody else. And they held them from 3 at 24%. So they did enough, and it was a great win, though the Nuggets aren't necessarily what they were last year.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. This Nuggets team isn't as good as they were last year. However, they are still the reigning champions. And right now, the Kings currently at the top of a strong Pacific division. I wouldn't write out. Every team's around 500 at least. So it's a very difficult division, and they're at the top of it right now. And they've had impressive wins against the Thunder, the Mavericks, the Timberwolves, and the Lakers twice. So they've looked really good to start the season. I think that will continue as the season progresses.
No, I agree. The Los Angeles Clippers didn't lead the entire game against the Golden State Warriors, but with 9 seconds left, Paul George hit the go-ahead three-pointer to put them up 113-112, capping off a 25-point night for the forward. Kawhi Leonard and James Harden each went over 20 as the Clips got to one game under 500 at 9-10. Ben, so far this season, this big three isn't as spectacular as some may have thought it could be. Can they turn it around and grab a top seed?
It's still super early, and they haven't really quite clicked yet. But it seems like they're starting to get there, and I think that's what's super important. Just take a little bit of time. Got to get used to each other's play style. I mean, I know Russell Westbrook and James Harden played together, but that was a long time ago. And then, so they got to get used to each other. Everybody got to get used to each other again. But what they really need is lineup consistency, whether it's health or general court presence. They just need to stay on the court, and they'll get to where they want to be.
Look, unfortunately, I don't know if the Clippers can get back this year. This big three is good, but the team around them isn't good. There's not enough coming off the bench. They're too reliant on this big three. If they can make an addition, maybe that will change.
The Buffalo Sabres have lost 3 straight games after a close 2-1 loss to the Nashville Predators. The skid lands them in 7th place in the Atlantic Division with a 10-13-2 record. What is going wrong for the Sabres team, Brian?
It's kind of a lot of things. The offense just isn't clicking right now. They're bottom 10 in goals per game scored right now. They're bottom 10 in power play percentage and bottom half in shot percentage. So obviously things on offense just not going well. The good thing, 13th in the league in penalty kill, but they're bottom 10 in goalkeepers' goals against average. So it's just a lot of things going wrong for this team all at once. They need to figure this out if they want to turn anything around.
Yeah, I completely agree. And you talked about the team as a whole, but some specifically from players just in that I noticed. Rasmus Dahlin, he just inked a huge 8-year, $88 million deal. He has a -7 plus minus right now. Tage Thompson, the guy that the wonder kid for the Sabres, only has 12 points, 6 goals, 6 assists, -5 plus minus. And Devin Levi, the goalie prospect that looked good last season, he was moved to the AHL because of struggles early in the season. Nothing going right for the Sabres right now.
Even though the Winnipeg Jets have only won 1 of their last 4 games, they still sit 3rd in the Central Division. They are coming off a 3-1 victory over the Blackhawks with netminder Connor Hellebuck recording 21 saves. Ben, the Jets made the playoffs last year with a loss to the eventual champion Golden Knights in 5 games. Can they get back there this year?
I think they can because, as you said, they're towards the top of their own division. They're top 6 in the Western Conference, and they trailed the Colorado Avalanche only by 4 points. But they only have a couple standout wins, only over the Red Wings and over the Lightning. That's it. They only have wins against some kind of mediocre to subpar teams so far this season, and that's not what's going to get you to the playoffs. That's not what's going to help you have success in the playoffs. So in order to really, prove to fans that they're going to, surpass last season, they need some eye-popping wins.
No, I agree. I think also, though, you mentioned the Avalanche, they have them twice in the next 6 games. So they're coming to a really tough stretch of games. The Kings are also in that stretch. And Connor Hellebuck's playing really well, keeping them in games, but there's been trade rumors running around him all season, coming into the season. So if they lose him, this team is going to fall hard. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Ben and I will do some MLB free agency predictions here on WTOP-10.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. It's time to try and predict the future with some MLB free agency predictions. First, we will start with this offseason's class of pitchers, as it's still very strong even after signing to Sonny Gray with the Cardinals and Aaron Nola returning to the Phillies. Brian, which pitching domino will fall next?
Well, I've heard rumors that Shohei Ohtani might be gone this week. My best fit for him, the Dodgers. I think they have the money, they have the means, and they need pitching, and hitting would fit perfectly into that lineup.
You know, I agree with you that he's going to stay on the West Coast, but I'm going to go with their rivals, the San Francisco Giants. I think for all the same reasons, needing that pitching, needing that big power bat, that lefty bat with the short wall, with the McCovey Cove over there. Certainly a lot of balls will fly out in San Francisco. But I also, for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, I think the Yankees ultimately will end up getting him. I think he fills yet another starting pitching need. The starting pitching was not great this past season, so I think he just fits right in at the top of the rotation with Garrett Cole.
For Yamamoto, I'm going with rival Boston Red Sox. His best friend Masaki Yoshida plays there. I think it'd be a perfect fit. Play with his best friend. Come to Boston where there's a history of Japanese pitchers. I think it'd be a perfect fit. Blake Snell, I think he's going to the Mariners. He's publicly said he wants to go to his home team Mariners. I think it's where he's going to end up no matter what.
I think he stays with the Padres, if I'm being honest. I think they re-sign him and he stays as the part of that rotation. But now for Josh Hader, I think he moves over to the Rangers. They need some bullpen help, and I think he fits that bill.
No, I agree. Josh Hader to the Rangers as well. The infield is probably the weakest position this offseason, with the biggest name free agent being Matt Chapman on it, and a big fall off in star power from there. Ben, where do you think these top guys are going?
I think Matt Chapman will ultimately stay with the Blue Jays this offseason. I think it just makes sense. He was great to start the season, then he kind of fell off. I think he'll stay with the Blue Jays, stay in that lineup, and I don't see any reason why he would sign anywhere else.
I actually think he's going to head to your New York Yankees. I think they need a staple at the hot corner, needed a guy there for a few years, and finally get that guy locked down. Rhys Hoskins, I like him as a Mariner. I think they need a first baseman, they need a power bat in the lineup, especially after trading away Eugenio Suarez. I think he'd be a perfect guy to fill in that middle lineup, and Teoscar Hernandez probably leaving as well.
Interesting. I feel like Rhys Hoskins will sign with the Las Vegas Athletics. I think after an injury as severe as the one he suffered, I think he'll need a one-year prove-it deal, and I think the A's will give him that.
As far as Whit Merrifield goes, I think it's the Red Sox. They just need a second baseman. He'd be a good one-year stopgap for they have a lot of young guys filling in those middle infield positions.
I think Whit Merrifield maybe goes to the Marlins. I like him next to Luis Arraez, kind of those two, not power bats, but more average and, get more guys on base to score more runs.
As far as Jeimer Candelario goes, a guy who's average third baseman, I think the Blue Jays take him, replace Matt Chapman.
And I think he stays with the Cubs. I don't see any reason why he leaves them after being traded there last season. The outfield group has a bunch of heavy hitters that can bolster any lineup. One that stands out to me is Jung-Hoo Lee out of the KBO, who was posted earlier today. Brian, what teams need these outfielders?
We're going to start with Cody Bellinger, the biggest name out there, the biggest position player out there. And I think the Yankees could use him. Huge outfield bat for them would fit perfectly in that stadium.
I think Cody Bellinger, honestly, I think he stays with the Cubs as well, like Candelario. I just think he got comfortable there, and I don't see any reason why he would just move after one season away from a place where he kind of attracted all the fans. Everybody loves him there because of how great he was. Almost brought him to the playoffs this season. I think he stays there after this offseason.
With Lourdes Gurriel, I think the D-backs bring him back. I don't see why they would give up a staple in their lineup after going to the World Series. I think that wouldn't make a lot of sense.
I completely agree with you on this one. I think Arizona keeps Lourdes Gurriel in their outfield next season.
As far as Jung-Hoo Lee, the KBO former MVP, I like him as a Giant. I think with the Asian connection in San Francisco, it would be a huge fit, especially help defensively in their outfield.
I think Jung-Hoo Lee might fit the bill for the Yankees. I know a lot of trade talks have been with Juan Soto, but I don't think that's the right move for them because trading all those prospect pieces will ultimately hurt them in the long run. I think signing the international Jung-Hoo Lee might actually be the better pick, especially because he's lefty and he's more average.
For Teoscar Hernandez, I like him as a Met. I think Citi Field would play really well. They need the power bat. Need to kind of come back from this year. He wouldn't be the big contract, but he would be a nice, good signing to fit into that outfield, especially defensively as well.
I think Teoscar Hernandez might join Randy Arozarena in Tampa Bay and kind of bolster that outfield and really bring a lot more power to that lineup.
As far as Jorge Soler, I think the Marlins bring him back, big staple in that lineup.
I thought about that, but I feel like he might actually go to Detroit. I think that's just one of those random signings that you see throughout the offseason. While I believe he might stay in Miami, I think Detroit is right there at second. We're going to take a quick break here on Stick to Sports, and when we come back, Brian and I will head into extra innings. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Stick to Sports on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Now let's get ready for another edition of Extra Innings. First things first, Brian, let's take a look at those standings from last week. I mean, I don't know how I've done, so I'm really excited to see these standings. Let's see.
It was you this week.
Yes.
You won.
Let's go.
By big time.
I tied Brooks. I'm not in last anymore. Oh, I guess we're tied for last, but
yeah.
Either way, I'm glad that I was able to have a positive week.
You finally had your 1 week.
Finally. Hopefully this week is better. Hopefully this week is even better. But we have 5 more this week. So first off, 49ers versus Seahawks. The 49ers are favored at minus 10.5. Who do you got, Brian?
Oh, that's a really big line, but coming off a huge win over the Eagles, I'm going to take the Niners in this one. I think they have it. I think their offense is back and clicking, and it's just their week to do it. And quickly, Alex, he's going with the Niners as well.
He's going with the Niners?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to agree with both of you. I think the Niners definitely the more superior team in this matchup, especially after the loss last week the Seahawks took. I think the 49ers are just the better team. Now, the Chiefs versus the Bills, another big matchup this week. The Chiefs minus 2.5. Brian, who do you got?
It's a really close line, surprisingly to me. I think the Chiefs 2.5 is an absolute lock. I know they're coming off the loss, but I just like that team so much more than I like the Bills this year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree. The Chiefs, they've been better than the Bills this season. The Bills have been really disappointing, and I think that continues.
And as far as Alex goes, he's taking the Bills. So
all right, so it's us versus him.
Yes.
Let's go. Next, we have the Cowboys versus the Eagles. We know Brooks is taking the Eagles.
Yep.
So the Cowboys are minus 3.5. I'm taking the Cowboys.
I'll be the tiebreaker. Oh, gosh, this one's really close, and I think it's the Cowboys. They're coming up that huge win. Their offense is clicking 4 straight games as Alex is booing in my ear, and I don't know, the Eagles coming off the loss, it's just not their time anymore, I think. I think it's the Cowboys.
It's really interesting. It's going to be a really scary game. I know I'm going to be trembling the entire time because who knows what's going to happen. You never know. I don't like being favored in this one. But next we're going to go with the Bucks at minus 4.5 versus the Knicks in the in-season tournament. This is the quarterfinals now. Who do you got, Brian?
Give me the Bucks. They're just a better team, I think. I know Giannis and Lillard haven't super clicked yet, but I do like the Bucks in this one. A lot of Knicks fans in the back says I hear we're getting boozed. I'm getting booed again on this one. And Brooks also going with the Bucks, so boo Brooks. Boo him too.
Well, guess what, guys? I'm going with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, of course you are.
They are going to beat the Bucks. I believe that it's going to be a difficult one. The Bucks are a really good team, but you got to go with the Knicks, the underdog. And finally, on our ledger for tonight, we have the Lakers at minus 1.5 versus the Suns, also in the in-season tournament. Brian, who do you got?
I think I'm going all favorites because I am taking the Lakers once again. I like that team a little more. They're the home team. Suns just haven't super clicked quite yet. I don't think they're there yet, and I think the Lakers team with LeBron is just going to do it, especially in a kind of a big moment kind of thing. Brooks going with the Lakers as well.
Well, I'm going against you guys again. I'm going with the Suns. I think the Devin Booker, Kevin Durant duo is starting to get their rhythm a little bit. We've seen really good things from Kevin Durant this season. He's been fantastic, averaging 31 points per game. I mean, on 50% shooting as well. Absolutely out of his mind so far this season. So I feel like he could even do it himself. But, of course, you need a supporting cast around you. So I'm going to take the Suns in this one, and I'm going 5-0 this week. I'm very excited to go 5-0 this week.
Yeah, I think I'm five games up on you, so I don't think I can lose at all because I know we chose at least one the same. So I think I officially won this semester, which is I'm happy about.
Congrats, Brian. But that's all the time we have on this episode of Stick to Sports. Be sure to tune in next week for the final episode of the semester right here on WTOP-10.
Damn.
I messed it up
Yeah.
again, guys.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Welcome to Off the Clock.
We did it.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Cece.
I'm Steph.
And this is Off the Clock. You're really in for a treat tonight because we got some interesting stuff for you. We have a baking vlog, of course, our iconic fit checks, our question of the day,